Welcome to video 1 from the English Cafe Club. Today we're specifically looking at the Michigan test, the listening part. Now you may understand a lot of what you hear. You may understand everything that I say now, or maybe just a small part of what I'm saying. Some of the problem we have is not understanding the vocabulary or the expressions of the person who's speaking. You could be paying attention, but you just simply don't understand some of those words. I've studied some of the Michigan test listening exams from the past, and I have some phrases here that are so valuable to you. If you don't know these phrases, you will not be able to answer many of the questions. So let's look at these phrases here. Should I? Should I? This is not normally a question. This is normally in the portion that you have to listen to. You have to pay attention and listen to some people speaking, and then you have to ask a question. This, should I, is usually within those texts that the people are speaking. Should I do something is basically asking the other person if they think it is a good idea. So, for instance, should I get Roberto to come down and help me with this? I'm saying to you, do you think it's a good idea if I get Roberto to come and help with this video? Or should I open the window, bearing in mind that it's -5 outside? I'm saying, do you think it's a good idea if I open the window? That's what I'm specifically doing. I'm asking if you think it's a good idea. It's similar to shall I. Shall I is, shall I wash the dishes? I'm basically asking for your permission to do something. I'm not asking if you think it's a good idea or not. Should I is, do you think it's a good idea? This is very important. There's a big difference. Should I continue? Do you think it's a good idea if I continue? Okay, the next one. What can be inferred? What can be inferred? They will dress this in different ways. The important word is inferred. This comes in the questions. So they will speak to you. Normally two people are speaking, and at the end the question is, what can be inferred about the woman? What can be inferred about the man? And it means, basically, listening to the information that you've just heard, what do you deduct from that conversation? What do you deduct? Is what you infer. So, for instance, if a woman says, I'm really angry with Jonathan. Jonathan did a terrible thing to me today. You know, he came round here and he drank my coffee, and then he asked me to do something for him, and then he did this, and then he did that, and then I didn't get my siesta, and then Jonathan went away and he did this. What can be inferred? What can be inferred is that I didn't want Jonathan to come and visit me today. Or what can be inferred is Jonathan didn't make me very happy. Just take the evidence, the things that I've said. What do you deduct from that? If your name is Jonathan, by the way, nothing personal. I just took a name at random. Next one. What will he or she probably do? What will he or she probably do? So it's very similar to the previous one. They are basically asking you, based on the information that we've given you in the conversation, what do you think is the next thing will happen? For instance, if I say I have a light switch here, it's getting dark outside. If I make another video, I think it would be a good idea to put the light on. If the question was, what is Ian probably going to do? I'm probably going to turn the light on when I make the next video. Understand? So, probably. What is the next thing that you think is going to happen based on what you heard? And finally, what does he suggest she does? Or what does the man suggest the woman does? What does the man or woman suggest he do? This catches out many people. They're not sure, is it do or is it does? You will hear in the Michigan test, they say, what does the man suggest that she do? Just simply means listen to what you've heard. What did he say to her? What was his advice to her? So, for instance, she says, I spent too much money at the shops today. My husband is going to kill me. The man says, I don't think you should tell your husband. So, what does he suggest she do? He suggested that she did not tell her husband. There you go. If I can think of any more, I'll make another small video. So, should I? What can be inferred by? What will he or she probably do? And what does he suggest she do? Michigan test listening. Look for some more Michigan tests on YouTube. There's plenty of them. Just put in there Michigan test listening. They're all old ones, but you can learn and start to trust the accent and the words that you hear in those old tests, because some things don't change. People still talk like that in Michigan. That's why it's called the Michigan test. Thank you. Bye-bye.